He's joining us live from London this morning with more on that. Good morning to you. So what do you think they're going to call the princess? Or I shouldn't say princess because we don't know what they're going to call her.
Well, it would be nice if the Queen gave them the title of Duke and Duchess of Windsor, because of course they're getting married at Windsor Castle. But that would be quite a brave decision, I think, because there's quite a lot of controversy around that particular title. Back in 1937, Wallis Simpson, who was an American socialite, married King Edward, and that caused a real ruckus over here amongst the monarchy. And the long and short of it was that he had to abdicate. And when he stood down, he was given the title of the Duke of Windsor. So I don't think our Queen would want to rake up that particular past. So I think it's more likely that she'll go for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. But again, there's a bit of controversy around that as well. And that dates back even further to the 1790s, when a gentleman called Augustus married for love. He actually married two women during the 1790s, and his father, who's King George, actually disapproved of both the ladies he chose. So both marriages were deemed unlawful. But I think it's more likely than being the Duke of Windsor and Duchess of Windsor.
So, in fact, I hear you referring to the Queen. Does she solely make the decision on what they will be called?
Yes, she does. Yeah, that's in her gift. And she'll wait until a week tomorrow before she announces that, most likely. That's what she's done traditionally.
So let's talk about their children. Any future children that they will have, what would they be called?
Well, again, that's to be decided, but probably Prince and Princess. But of course, you don't have to marry into the royal family to get a royal title. We have something called the Queen's Honours system in this country, and it's actually open to anybody in the world, whether or not you live here or whether or not you're a British citizen. And it's like a very, very prestigious award. And it's given to two types of people traditionally. Firstly, community and charity orientated people. And secondly, to people who have reached the top of their chosen field, like eminent lawyers, doctors, entrepreneurs, business leaders, actors, pop stars, that kind of thing. But the one common thread is that they're all leaders in their field and at the top of their game. And there are 5 levels of honour, and with the top level, that's a knighthood for a man and a damehood for a woman. You can use the title Sir instead of Mr, or Dame instead of Mrs. So certainly any of your viewers can get a royal title without having to marry one of the royals.
Fascinating. Well, thank you so much for the history this morning. We will be watching, of course, along with the rest of the world, the wedding a week from tomorrow. Good to see you this morning. All right, still to come, we're headed straight for the 8 o'clock hour here on Daybreak.
When I retire, I'm going to get a mustache.
When you retire again?
When I retire again. Well,